Today is Monday, the 30th of January 2023, and in this morning's news, two earthquakes in China, the underreporting in Beijing, and why Taiwan is a country and it cannot be reunified with China. Let's do this right now. So a couple of days ago in the western part of China, Sichuan, you can see this on the globe now, there was a 5.6 earthquake. Now, some people said it was a 5.8, 5.6, 5.7, but this is a small report that I managed to gather from the Chinese Television Global Network, or the Chinese Global Television Network. Now, please note this is Chinese state propaganda, but there was an earthquake in Sichuan. Good news is no casualties to report. Again, according to state media. I did say there were two earthquakes, and literally earlier today, China time or Hong Kong time, there was a 6.1 earthquake in Xinjiang. Xinjiang, you can see on the map, this is where all the problems arise from the Uyghurs, etc., etc. Xinjiang is really big. It's the size of Turkey, and we'll try to keep you updated with what is happening there as it goes. Literally, this is breaking news. Moving away from the western part of China and to the capital, Beijing. This announcement here, Beijing fails to announce funeral data for the fourth quarter. So what is happening is that they are underreporting the actual numbers of fatalities related to COVID-19. Most of them are the elderly. We can see from WION News from India that the Wuhan virus continues to wreak havoc in China. A new study says that 92% of Beijing's population could get affected by the end of this month. Now, please note, it's coming towards the end of the Chinese New Year. It's like the Christmas holidays. A lot of Chinese people would go on vacation, go back to their families, and it is the first time in 3 years they possibly could do so. So imagine in a couple of weeks that these numbers will go up. China has a bad reputation for transparency. When the Wuhan virus or the CCP virus or the coronavirus started way back in January 2020, their transparency was just no. How come their numbers were so low in a population of 1.4 billion people? It doesn't make sense. If there is 1.4 billion people, again, transparency of numbers, we just don't know. It's a really hard thing that China has to do, or the Communist Party has to do, is to get these numbers accurate. So it's believable. It's not, oh my God, amazing, China is wonderful, because we can always, most of the time, catch the transparency or the non-transparency of China. That's what's happening there. And again, it's something which is continuing over the last 2 months in China. A lot of the small stream media and mainstream will still cover this, and I will do so when there are some important updates. Break time. I do believe when you are reporting amateur or professional, hobby or whatever. Before you share, think who made it, what is the source, where did it come from, why are you sharing this, and when was it published? There are many times that I would see a video on Twitter, for example, and it's just regurgitated. And Twitter would say this is 21 hours ago. Therefore, you would think, oh my God, this is new. But if you do this as a hobby or as a professional, whatever it is, you will see repeats time and time again. Floods will be coming to China very shortly, the same as a lot in Southeast Asia, most probably. And with that, because I've covered the floods over 3 years, you know what is new and you know what is old. Before you share, think. And that is great advice. Now, let's get back to the news. There is always the question of Taiwan, the country of Taiwan, the Republic of China of Taiwan. It's not communist mainland China, which is the People's Republic of China. Look at this little article. How did China get Taiwan back? Well, we're talking about the old days. On the 25th of October 1945, the Japanese government in Taiwan surrounded the representative of China, and the Republic of China, Taiwan, got their country back. In 1949, the mainland China became the People's Republic. So when they say reunification, how can it be reunified if it never belonged to the People's Republic of China? Simple facts like that make Taiwan a country. I know lots of people would disagree. I know people would agree. Go to Taiwan, go to the country of Taiwan and speak to the people. Not just one or two, many. And I would say a high percentage would say it is a country. Most of the people there would actually say they are happy with the situation as it is, the status quo of it. People in Taiwan don't want mainland Beijing, CCP controlling their country because, again, the lies that China tells. Look at Hong Kong, 50 years of no change, and within 20 odd years, guess what? Big changes. The list goes on. Now, that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this news program, a little bit more light-hearted at the end. Coming up are some images of China that won't be reported on mainstream media, but they do come from the netizens of Twitter, Weibo, and Bilibili, which is, how to say, it's China's answer to YouTube. My name is James. Like, subscribe, share, comment, support me financially. All the links are in the description below. Have an epic day. Bye-bye.